Hi guys, welcome to Dear Mama. I'm your host, Leonida Owaga, and joining me today are two amazing moms. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi guys, my name is Pete Smiley. I'm mother to a beautiful 7-month-old daughter, and I'm glad to be here.
Karibu.
Hi people, my name is Lynette Obola, mother to one beautiful, cute chump, 4 years old, almost turning 5 in a couple of months.
Nice. Karibu. So, umesema 7-month-old and a 4-year-old going 5. How did you find out you were pregnant?
Mine is very hilarious. I remember at that time, we had just, come back from Lunda. And then for some reason, I do have irregular periods, yes, but I have never, ever missed my period. So we had guests, we had friends who, came for sleepover to talk at Lunda. So the next morning I woke up and I was like, ata before, you couldn't imagine if I need anything else. Let me just take this pregnancy, test kit and test. I did so, and to my surprise, honestly, though I was not expecting it to be positive, but to my surprise, 2 lines. 2 lines. I don't say bloody. 2
Straight line.
Yeah, straight lines. Yeah. Makiu, you don't know how to react. You have friends around. You have all your friends around. You don't want them to find out at that particular moment. So I'm in the bathroom all by myself. What I did, I just called my husband now, showed him the results, crying.
Yeah.
Crying, I'm crying because first, it's my first time. I don't know what to expect. Secondly, I don't know. It was not planned, Yes, but now here we are. I have to deal with it. And again, I have to walk out of this bathroom with my eyes dry. I didn't want my friends to realize I've been crying.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to realize my moods have changed and all that. So yes, that is how I did find out I was paged.
You didn't have any signs like vomiting, dizziness?
Zero whatsoever.
Just a missed period.
Just a missed period.
Nice. Okay, interesting. And for you, Eve?
The usual, a missed period, and it was either a Thursday or a Wednesday. Kulikuwa na game ya Manu.
Kama leo.
Yeah, so she was supposed to go and watch that game with his friends.
Yeah.
After cooking dinner, we were eating, and I started puking. Nearly puke for a very long time. And like a bedroom, and then he was like, "You're pregnant." Like, no, I can't have it. So he didn't even want to go and watch the game because I was very weak. But I told him, just go and watch, I'll be fine. The next morning, I had a day bag. So the day bag, amefanya usafi, 1, 2. After I just taken breakfast, but I kind of scared. I was like, let me prepare some noodles. Nikule before lunch. Kwenda kupika noodles, nasikia tu kisunzi. Kasema, this is it. Nikaenda kubuy kits. So I sent my nanny to get me the kits kind of bedroom. She came, I wanted to like kuipima secretly. Akakuja akaeka kits penye anaona. So kwenda kupima the 2 lines, and it was like, Ebu kuja, because I spent a lot of time in the washroom. She was like, Ebu kuja, kampelekea kits, the usual, we just cry because it was early February. You know how you have plans of things you want to do the whole year?
Yeah.
Yes, having a baby was one of them, but not that fast.
Oh,
you had things you wanted to do fast before, but now we're there.
Yeah. So at what point did you call your partner?
He actually looked for me.
Oh.
Mimi nilikwamia huko washroom.
Wrong for bathroom, so he had to
Yes.
come through our show.
What was the most scary thing about finding out you're pregnant?
For me, I'd say one. Since I had a history of a miscarriage and a loss, now the fear was, what if I lose it again? No, that's why I never even wanted to tell him. Because like, what if I tell him and then next week I lose it? So that was my greatest fear.
We'll get a bit into that later. Let me give you mine. So for me, we had gone on a coming vacation. It was one of my friends' birthdays. and then we went on a vacation, and then I love water. I love water so much. And then tulikuwa kwa boat, and then at some point I'm just like, please take me out. Nasikia kutapika and everything. And then we get to the shore, and I'm still feeling nauseous, and then I'm drinking alcohol but silewi. It's weird. And then they were like, open up your back. And I'm like, no, baby, no way. She's like, how? What do you mean? So ndio later, after kufika home, I test. But I tested somehow, maybe I got a faulty kit or something, but it came out negative. And then ndio kwenda see, like now to do the blood test, it came out positive. Unafeel tu uko stuck, like, okay, what's now? It is so scary. But then you have to prepare, you have to come out of it, because now there's a baby coming.
Yeah.
Like, at ulie, you can't cry for the whole 9 months. You have to prepare. So what are some of the steps that you guys took to prepare for the baby?
For me, what I did, I had to enroll myself, get a cover. I had NHIF, yes, but now I did not have the medical covers. So the first thing I did was get one for myself. As for the clothes, I had friends who had already given birth, so they were like, no need to rush, no need to buy clothes at this particular point. Just get yourself safe, ensure the baby is safe, feed well, take good care of yourself. That is what you need to do at this particular time.
Yeah.
So for me, that was the first step I did take. Immediately I realized I was paged. Yes.
That's so responsible in adult life. I don't think I realized I needed a cover till like 5 months. Imagine. I like that. That's really good advice. And for you, Eve?
The first step I did was look for shikari. Yes.
Shikari.
The doula. Yes. And I think I just took my whole life and placed it at her hands. So anything she said, we were going by that.
Yes. How did you come to know Shikari?
I came to know Shikari through a friend, DJ Godo, in 2020 when we had the loss. So Godo brought her to come like visit me in the hospital to try help 122. So that is the first time we met her.
Do you mind telling us a bit about it? So you found out you were pregnant and you miscarried soon after?
Yes, I found out she was pregnant and miscarried when we were 5 months in. So that night when I was at the hospital after the loss, ndo sasa Boda kakuzana Shikari. Like not everyone is trying to save the baby, so we are trying to get babies from all over. So that was like our very, very first time to meet in 2020, and then now 2023 February. Yeah.
Okay. So you said it was a 5-month pregnancy.
Yeah.
So how did you know there was a problem?
How did I know this problem? I was there for my normal clinic routine checks. So I'm with my partner kwa gari tunaenda. Just before tufike Hosi, maji ikabreak. So usually we were on the way to the hospital. So we rushed to the hospital, then the normal ultrasound, when they say, oh, the baby is at risk. I got admitted, and later that night now I started bleeding. After bleeding, after bleeding now I started labor, like real labor. And I just gave birth like normally. And the baby couldn't survive. Yes, he was too young. Yeah, so and we married the next morning.
That's a lot to go through, especially it was your first pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
Before your parents baby. That is a lot to go through.
So it's because of it.
Okay. So by the time you were getting pregnant, did you have a gynecologist that you were visiting?
Not really, because it was not planned yet. So just like I said, when I went to see Shikari, I tested on Thursday, Friday. So Monday I went to see her. Now when I went to her, she's the one who now called for me, a gynecologist who worked with me through the whole time. Yeah.
So from the same clinic?
Yes. No, Dr. Juma was taken from Aga Khan, but now he would come just for me. He would come to Amber Care just for me. Yes.
Great. And for you, Lynn, did you have a gynecologist prior?
No, I did not have one. But I'd say I've been fortunate because my sister is in the medical field. My husband, same. My best friend, the same. So I had like 3 gynecologists at the same time. I would see this one this month, I'd see the other one maybe 2 weeks after seeing this particular one, and they were all good gynecologists. So, yeah, as for me, I did, get the guidance after realizing I was paid. Yes.
Also, for me, it's the same. Although they do advise, um, when you become of age, maybe 18 or even younger, it's good to have a gynecologist. But somehow, you get to refer
Yeah. Yeah, and then as for me, I could not get one before because I was like, I'm not getting pregnant anytime. So why need one? Yeah, so I think that is also a reason as why I did not look for one at that particular time.
Okay, so when you met Dr. Shukari, she was also Abdullah. You knew about Abdullah services at that point?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you mind telling us what Abdullah is? Maybe this, not everyone knows.
Adula is like your partner in pregnancy because personally, he basically walks with me through the whole journey from the moment I was pregnant, all your cravings, like everything. Another way, unasikia kitu unataka uulize mamako. So for me, it was shikari. Nasikia hivi, she was like, hiyo sawa. Yeah. Then on the delivery day, she's there with you. Like those who deliver normally, she'll be there having the bag, helping you, everything. And then after that, after delivery, now she helps you take care of the baby. Like she comes home, teaches you how to breastfeed, how to change the nappies. And before delivery, I forgot, you go for classes with your partner. It's more like therapy. You get prepared, steps to take. Your partner is also taught what to expect, how to help you. Yeah. So basically just a partner, like the icing on the cake.
So after delivery, for how long does the doula works with you?
Coming to the house, she came for like the first 3 months because I went to see her, so I couldn't have the many movements going to see her at her office. But after that, now I visit at least monthly. Yeah. But once in a while, she just checks in, see how the baby is, how you're doing. Yeah.
That's interesting. You know, Kitambo, before the organization existed, we used to have communities like Kwaboma, your grandmother, your 5 aunties with their children and their children with children. So by lots of help. So by the time you're giving birth, there's like 10, 20 people to give you experience, and they're there with you like every day. So you see, you mentioned Kitu, there's someone there. You mentioned Kitu, there's someone there. And then capitalism and
Mambo ya tauni.
Mambo ya town ikaingia. And now you're just on your own, Yeah. So I think the dealer does help. But I had a bit of a different experience from you. But I'm thinking now that the way you explained yours, maybe nilichukua wangu a bit late. Because I got my doula maybe when I was 8 months pregnant. 8 or 9 months pregnant. Somewhere there, just like 2-3 weeks before giving birth. Yeah, and then so they give you like a textbook, like it's a very thick textbook, and then now she just sits with you and reads the textbook. She reads the textbook.
It's more like therapy.
Yeah. And then ideally you're supposed to be with your partner, but the timings are crazy.
Yeah.
So and then it was like for 10, I think it was supposed to be 10 classes, but we only ended up doing like 3, and then I gave birth.
That's a lot of time.
So ideally she was also supposed to come and help like after, but she never showed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Please, before she can.
Yeah, so yeah, and then what else? So basically, me, I think the one thing she helped me with actually was the diet. So she was giving, like, the exercises you can do before giving birth. This is a swing, how your partner is supposed to rub your back, things like that. And then, like, my baby turned a bit late, so she gave me some exercises to help him turn. And then, like, yeah, the foods is on my okra, dates, things that really help during delivery. But I don't know.
Did you ever tell your wife?
Sorry?
On the time you are delivering, did you dance?
Hey. You, you can't remember attitude dad. We'll give you a backstory short. We'll give you a backstory. And I know, Lynn, you didn't use Andula. Is it something that you had heard about, choose not to use, or you're just hearing about it later?
Surprisingly, I just heard about it later. Yeah, so for me, like I said, I had support, yes, from family, from that is my sister, my mother-in-law,
Yeah.
my mom. Back then she was unwell, but she was, she supported me so much. Yeah, so for me, the doula, just heard about it later on after delivery. But still, I won't say my experience was bad, even without the doula. Yeah, because of the support I had, my friends who had given birth, and even the ones who had not given birth.
Yeah.
The support was all there. And not forgetting my spouse. Yeah, he held my hand. He was there with me every step of the way. For me, I'll say it was a walk in the park for me. Yes, there was a lot going on, but
Yeah.
things, were going so fast. And before I knew it, the baby was there. And yeah, here we are today. Looking forward to, yeah, fun, a couple of months.
Awesome. Support system is so important. Even the doula, it's about the support.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I also have friends who, don't get this kind of support, but I don't, how will I say it? See one being that you need this support, but I feel them. I feel them because I know, guys, you honestly need someone. You need your spouse, you need your family to work with you through this process. Yeah, so I try to step in, but I know it's not the same
Yeah.
as compared to when you have your partner and the people closer to you, walking with you every step of the way. Yes.
That's nice. So other than the doula, did you have any other support with you?
Yes, I think I got the best support system on earth.
Yeah.
Because basically I was on bed rest throughout the pregnancy, total bed rest.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So at first we didn't tell anyone. We were trying to hide it until around 3 months after I had the McDonald's stitch. After that, now you're pretty sure you're going to carry it. So you're free to tell people.
I'm not sure what a McDonald's.
McDonald's stitch is, how will I explain it? It's more of your cervix being stitched up. Yeah, because we found out the reason why I was having a miscarriage was my cervix was weak and short. So the moment mimba inakuwa kubwa inakuwa haiwezi hold. So I had to be done for the McDonald's stitch. So after that, now we decided to tell our small community, not everyone, just our small community. And I'd say from the moment we told them, the people we shared with, they've never left to date. Like they were always there, always there. For instance, my best friend, from that time, she would come home every Saturday evening, and it's there we have a small karaoke. She massages my feet. Like, it's just amazing. And now my partner was 100%, because now I couldn't talk. He was doing everything. And the first thing he did the moment we were told I have to be on total bed rest is get me a full-time nanny. Like sasa mimi kazi yangu ilikuwa kuoga, kula. So it was amazing. Yeah.
That's really good support.
Yeah.
So we've gone through the finding out you're pregnant, what do we do? And then now you've gone through your pregnancy journey. And then now ulifika aje hospitali. How did you we are always given like due dates, right?
Yes.
So first, before we get into how you give birth, did your pregnancy reach your due date or did you pass it?
like I said, I kept seeing different gynecologists. They kept giving me different days.
Okay.
Yeah. One gave me 16th of November, the other one 23rd of November. So it was 7 days a week, you know.
Yeah.
The timing was a week apart. Yeah. So this day I went to see my final now gynecologist, and he was like, you know what, pack your bags anytime from now. Anytime from now. And I was like, anytime from now, I feel normal. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know how I expected to feel, but I was like, I don't think I'm anytime, ready. I don't think I'll open anytime soon because I feel normal.
You were feeling normal?
I was feeling normal.
Hey,
So when I left his office, I decided, why not? Let me just walk home because it wasn't far. So I decided to walk home. I got home. We didn't have a nanny yet. We were just the two of us, my spouse and I.
Yeah.
We cooked, we had dinner, we watched, and then at around 3 a.m., my water broke.
Oh.
Yes, but I was not in pain at all. I was not in pain at all. So what we did, we just decided to change the beddings and we went back to bed. He woke up the next day, he went to the hospital, and then I called my mom and she was like, are you crazy? Like, what are you doing in the house?
Yeah.
Go to the hospital. Where is your spouse? Let me call him.
Yeah.
The moment I just hung up the phone, my spouse was also at the door. He shared, the experience with his colleagues, and they told him the same thing.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Take her to the hospital. She's ready. She's likely to open anytime soon. And that is how I got my, self to the hospital.
Nice. And for you, Eve?
Mine, I see, when it's very planned. My first due date from the ultrasound, actually mine was same throughout, 11th of October, which happens to be my partner's birthday.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then since we were having CS, so we were just prepared.
It was a schedule, yes.
Yes. So that morning we just carried our bags and washed the house.
Nice. Lynn, you said something that when your water broke, you were waiting for the pain. I think that was also the case for me because my water broke and I was like, I'm not feeling anything, so let me just wait also and see, the pain come. So I think that's a very big misconception that happens for most women for their first pregnancies.
Yeah.
And then when your water, I don't know how it was like for you, but me, I was expecting water. A lot of water. I was expecting a lot. You see how we see in the movie?
Oh, yeah.
It's just water. It wasn't that much. So it was okay, let me wait. Maybe when the pain comes.
Yeah, it will now break fully.
Yeah. But you need to go to hospital immediately. Your water breaks immediately. Or even when you see some spotting, immediately. You need to go to the hospital.
Because I remember when I get to the hospital, I was still not in pain.
Yeah.
I was there at the reception, sitting with the nurses, touring and all that. And one nurse looked at me and was like, are you sure you're not in pain? And I'm like, I'm not in pain. But what I knew for sure, I knew I needed to feed. I knew I needed to be strong because I had taken, my cousin to the delivery. I saw how it all went down. But one thing for sure, I knew I needed to feed so well. So I'm there feeding, taking porridge. The 4 o'clock team, the oil mimi apple, dinner. I'm like, I'll have rice with kuku, I need to feed.
Need some energy.
I need the energy.
Yeah,
absolutely. So the nurse, she was leaving and she was like, Lynn, if I come back tomorrow and you see like this, I'll need to induce you. So pray.
How many centimeters were you by the time you're getting to the hospital? 2 centimeters.
2 centimeters, yes.
So you stayed the entire night? You were getting to the hospital around what time?
Around noon.
Around noon?
Around
and then you stayed the whole night and then
I did stay there. No, around noon. And then at around 11 p.m. Now that is when I started laboring. Yes.
Okay. How is it? How is the labor?
I've never felt so much pain in my life when I was single,
Yeah.
I was like thinking, what is happening? Yeah, I've seen movies, I've had stories, we've read, we've watched YouTube videos, but what I was feeling was not anything close to what I've, watched or read or even had. Yeah, it got to a point I was telling my spouse, you know what? I can't take it anymore. let's just sign for CS call. Hey, mimi nasikia uchungu. Mimi sijaisikia hivi maishani. Unajua? And immediately the nurses knew I was ready. So they just told me, don't leave your bed. If you feel like, throwing up, do it right here. If you feel like pooping, do it right here. And yeah, I think the baby was very close. Because now when she did whatever they do, yeah.
Hiyo kitu ya kupima talk about it. There has to be another. If you're a mom, you know.
Yeah, I think when she did that, like try total, and yeah, that was it.
Nice. So what was going through your mind at that time when you're going through labor?
Jeez. I've never had a one-on-one chat with God. Yeah, it was crazy. I swear it was crazy. I don't know if it's for everyone or it was just for me. I think people labor differently, but that was some crazy shit. I swear.
It's insane.
Yeah, it was insane. It was crazy.
Yeah. And if you had a different experience, you were going through a scheduled PS. So you get to the hospital and then what happens?
She goes to the hospital at around 7:30 a.m. My partner, my best friend, and his friend. So at the hospital now, Dr. Juma comes with his partner, and then she carried us. Because I was getting inside the theater with she carried alone. Yes. Like my partner sister, all the others were all there.
Yeah.
So I get through, the registration process and everything, and then taken to the wards. Sasa hapo ndo unaanza kuona maisha yako.
Hapa ni 50-50 challenge.
Check where that green nini hiyo nguo ya green. Sasa kufikiria, is it really worth it? What if I don't make it? All those questions.
Yeah.
And my queue with Shikari, I had been taken through everything, like what to expect.
Yeah.
I knew literally everything. And then I'm someone who doesn't like looking into something that I don't know. So I had watched TikToks, I had gone to YouTube. But the moment too, Valisha young were green. I was like, I don't think I'm ready. Can I come back tomorrow? Right? I was like, no, I can't do this. So I get by theater, and then there's this, it's called a catheter or something. So I asked Shikari, I don't feel any pain. Because I'll freak out literally. I'm like, don't worry. So sikweka hiyo catheter until I was sedated. So after that, we want to say a story. We're not big at a story, the story, but at some point, we're going to think I'm not breathing. Also, still having it was just a fun experience. Yeah. When we the story, make one coma, and then I remember she started counting like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I had the baby cry. And I was like, is that my baby? After that, I don't remember shit. I don't. I woke up hours later.
Oh.
After you cry, I'm told I woke up hours later. I don't remember anything.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't know that happens with years. Okay. Nimepeana my birth story mara mia.
That should be your first time.
Yeah. So my water had broken and I was waiting for the pain. And then I just called my gynecologist and asked him and just told him, just to find out. And he was like, are you mad? We've gone over this a million times. When anything happens, immediately you rush to the hospital. So rush to the hospital. 8 centimeters. Yeah, 8 centimeters is when I started feeling pain. So of course they had to do the scan just to confirm if baby is okay and everything. So they did that and then baby was okay. So they were giving me time, but then the pain was not coming and I was already 8 centimeters. So they had to induce this. Being induced labor is like, you see how they measure the centimeters? Heighten that by like 20. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. And then the pain, yeah. Did you guys have baby showers, by the way? Prior to...
No.
Did you?
my girls pulled out something for me, and I even told them I don't want it, but
Oh.
they did add something for me. So yes.
Yeah. So I think also that's another opportunity for guys to like tell you what you can expect during that, other than of course the support you're getting from your friends and family throughout. Yeah. But honestly, I believe that nothing can prepare you for whatever you will experience, whatever that whether it's ES or it's a normal birth. As in, you just have to go through it to understand. Yeah. So my labor went really quickly. So I guess after the induced, I think 30 minutes later, I was giving birth. But the problem with that type of labor is because when your labor is going too fast, there's no time for you to breathe. So there's not enough oxygen going to the baby. So yeah, so giving birth, my baby didn't breathe for like the first 10 minutes, but I had a very good pediatrician, God Mungu ambariki. Yeah, so she struggled to resuscitate him, and then it was the nursery. Then took him to the nursery when he slept for like one day in oxygen, and then now the next day is when we could at least hold him, and at least I could breastfeed. But yeah, it was a very scary experience, but we thank God. Mimba na kuzaa you have to turn to them. You understand why our mothers were always so critical. You just have to turn to God because hey, you're going through it. You're going through it. But anyway, I guess there's also just a few things that you wish you knew before you got pregnant or before giving birth. What are some of them for you?
Well, I think you'd be having random anxiety attacks. Like kitu sikiza kwa akili is like maybe okay. Afika hauko kwa nyumba na upiga simu isishikwe, hey, utatoka penye huko.
Yeah.
Like you get so attached to someone that hauwezi function vizuri kama ujia kwaje. So I think that's one thing I'm really struggling to maneuver through the anxiety.
I get the worry. It's a constant. Like maybe there's ways that you over time maybe you worry less about a few other things, but about your child's well-being. Because you can imagine our parents or our guardians, whoever raised us, to date, like if we get maybe Jashika today. So it's just, I think it's one of those things that come with motherhood. You know how motherhood changes you in like so many different ways. So it becomes something else. Like, just different and the way you perceive life. So I think this is one of those things where it's just part of life. Yeah. So I think I have to come up with something.
Yeah, actually, one of the things wish I knew before giving birth was, the baby is going to be your responsibility for the rest of your life. Just till they get it for the rest of your life. And today, you can still call my dad. I still call my mother-in-law. When confused and I just can't figure out, what to do and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what, then experiencing and stuff like that. So once you get to it, just know it's for a lifetime. Yes.
As we wind up, challenge with like maybe you can just mention one. There are so many. You have to battle different things during the. Like what are some of the least challenging things you can mention one and wind up and how you are dealing with it.
It takes time to fully bounce back to who you were before pregnancy. Physically, emotionally, financially, or even like just wewe tu si matter kurudi job and then yeah. It takes time. And like venye kuna watu wanatuonyeshanga after 2 months mbona yangu ni different. So utajipata you trying to push yourself to be the same but wewe unajiumiza. Like just like pregnancy is different plus birth, I think the recovery process is also very different on everyone. Yes. So to me, the most challenging part is bouncing back to your life before the baby. Yes.
Interesting. And
For me, the most challenging part are the helps that we get. You're getting to work, I remember before I got help, someone told me to get someone mature, a parent, someone who's raised a baby before.
Yeah.
They come in and they want to tell you how to raise, your baby. Then I came to realize actually there's no manual. Yeah, just do it your way. I think the moment you have a baby, there's always that instinct that, comes with it.
Yeah.
So either way, you just figure out how to raise this baby. But they come in, they also have their ways, you have their ways. So two conflicting, parenting duties. Yeah, but along the way, I did figure out the kind of people I felt would, relate well with my son and the entire family at large. So if you ask me today, I don't go for the, elderly. I go for the mid-20s. Yeah, people who can really get to level ya mtoto, anacheza na yeye. They report to you every single thing. Hata akikohoa tu, kwa like leo alikohoa, he didn't feel so well. He has fever, unlike wale wengine. Utarudi kupata alishapewa dawa.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the advice, hata I can give other people. Yeah, just raise your kid the best way you feel is right for them and even by you. There is no manual at it at all.
Yes. Whatever works.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Because there's people with also mature nannies, it works for them.
Right? Correct.
Yeah. So whatever works for you. Trust your instinct.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Follow us on Seamless Frames at Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and on YouTube we're at Orals East Africa. And also feel free to book your shoot. We have this set and many more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So until next time, I was your host, Leonida Waka. Bye.